Isaiah chapter 11. A shoot shall come forth from the stump of Jesse, and a branch from his roots shall bear fruit. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And his delight shall be in the fear of the Lord. He shall not judge by what his eyes see, or decide disputes by what his ears hear. But with righteousness he shall judge the poor, and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall kill the wicked. Righteousness shall be the belt of his waist, and faithfulness the belt of his loins. The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the young goat, and the calf and the lion and the fattened calf together, and a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall graze, their young shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. The nursing child shall play over the hole of the cobra, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the adder's den. They shall not hurt or destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. So earlier on in Isaiah 9, we see the familiar image of Jesus as a baby. But this passage challenges us to look more deeply into the character that is Jesus. Jesus as a judge. As a lawyer and director of Christian Legal Centre, judges are important characters to us. Members of the team are dealing with cases week in, week out, and we interact with judges. They're figures we want to trust. It's reassuring to be able to do so, but they can be frightening because of the power that they wield. They can put you into prison or discipline you, or just not vindicate you. But earthly judges are human, of course, and they're not perfect. We hope they'll be impartial and wise, but we all have our limits. But here in this passage, we're introduced to the perfect judge, perhaps an unexpected idea of Jesus in this role. But Jesus, the judge in Isaiah 11, is quite different to the ones we know. Verse 2 shows us he's filled with the Spirit of wisdom and of counsel and might, of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And most importantly, he judges with righteousness. That's what makes him different. It's this Spirit that allows this judge to treat the poor and the meek with justice and equity. He sees through the clever arguments that might be made. And he's not like many of the judges of ancient Israel who are liable to be bribed or give preference to the elites of their time. We know that this judge is our King, Jesus. And what's the result of him being in charge? Straight away, we see from this passage the transformation of creation, a beautiful and wholesome picture here of the animals that were once predator and prey being at peace with each other, nursing children playing over the holes of dangerous snakes. So Paul alludes to this passage in Romans 15, and he implies that it's the peace here being described that Jesus makes between Jews and Gentiles. This is the end result of King Jesus' perfect justice. He came to make peace between God and mankind. But as his rule and reign increases, so does the peace between Jew and Gentile, and eventually between everything else and everyone on earth. So when we seek justice, the true judgment of God, we will not be disappointed because he is righteous. We may sometimes have our setbacks, even in our cases at Christian Legal Centre, but we can trust that Jesus will set all things right in the fullness of time. We can rejoice. He reigns.